Hey there guys, I'm SonicGhost, and on this day, 11 years ago, I uploaded my first Let's Play video here on YouTube. It's that time of the year again, a big anniversary, and it's hard to believe, and I say this every year, but it's true for every year, and it's been 11 years of making content here on this channel. It really doesn't feel like 11 years, time has been flying by so fast. And as always, I want to thank every single one of you for supporting this channel for the past 11 years. So, without any further ado, I always like in these videos to kind of reflect on how that past year of making content went and talk about some future plans. So, let's go ahead and dive straight into things by first talking about the Let's Plays we did for year 10 of making content here on the channel. And it really wasn't that much in terms of new content, as we only covered 2 games. But those 2 games went on for basically the entire year of 2021. So, to start things off, let's talk about Dead Space 3, as that Let's Play was actually happening going into year 10, and it continued throughout that said time period. So, this was a co-op playthrough I did with my friend, Matt's LP Adventures, and we were able to show both of our sides of the game via our own channel. So if you ever wanted to see Matt's perspective, in every single one of my Dead Space 3 videos, there was a link in the description to his playlist for his Dead Space 3 Let's Play, and you were able to see what he was doing at the same time as been watching my videos, seeing what I'm doing. It was a very different experience. It's the first time I've ever done something like that. I've done co-op projects before with people, but never have I done a project where both of our perspectives were vastly different. So that one was a lot of fun. It did go on for quite some time, but Dead Space 3 was a pretty big game, and that was a pretty big undertaking for both of us at the time, as it was a very hard series to put together. We ran into some tech issues, as Dead Space 3 is an older game. Going off of older servers, we had some issues just trying to connect with each other once in a while, and they were pretty beefy videos, so they took a lot of time to put together. But we both enjoyed how that series turned out for both of our channels, so that one was definitely a lot of fun. And I recommend you guys go check that one out, whether it be one of our perspectives or both of them at the same time. It was just a very fun time, and it's a great watch, no matter which perspective you pick to watch. Now, the next thing is The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. This game was a game that I did originally when we first started this channel in 2011, but since that was my first Let's Play ever, it had a lot of rough edges to it. It was a very hard playthrough for me to go back to personally. So, for the 10-year anniversary, we revisited my very first project, and we did a deep dive into it, because we didn't just play the N64 version, we also played the 3DS version of Majora's Mask, simultaneously looking at both versions at the same time, seeing what was different between the two, all the extra content added for the new version, and just getting to be as thorough as possible with Majora's Mask in the style that I do for my videos today. As if you go back and look at those videos I made all the way back when we first started this channel to how I make videos today, you will see a pretty big difference. The style is pretty similar, but as you can see over time, if you watch a few years worth of videos, just pieces here and there, you will see a difference in just how my playstyle has gone, or my editing, or even some of the stuff I'll say in videos commentary wise. I just got a lot better with it over the years, and when you watch my original Majora's Mask Let's Play compared to this revisit playthrough, you'll definitely see a big difference. There was a big quality jump, not just in terms of video and audio quality, but just in terms of the commentary quality as well. So that was a really fun project. I really did enjoy getting to look at both versions of the game in one playthrough, as that's yet again something I've never really done before. I've looked at version differences here and there, but not to the extent as Majora's Mask had. Majora's Mask, like every single video, there was something to talk about between the 2 different versions of the game. And almost every time I turned around, we were flip-flopping between the original and the 3DS version in terms of what we were doing in the game, as there were so many different things. So I feel that that playthrough was a very fun time. It turned out really well, and it is probably my most ambitious project to date. So I definitely recommend you guys go and watch that. But that was pretty much it for Let's Plays, and those 2 were big. I mean, Majora's Mask alone took up almost 70 videos just to cover the entire thing from start to finish. And Dead Space 3, kinda in the same boat. That was a very long project as well, covering the main game along with DLC, close to 50 videos just for that series. So these both took a very long time to go through, and that's why in terms of game variety, we didn't really have much going into 2021. It was really just 2 games, but those 2 games were very beefy, so that's kind of understandable. This year, in terms of Let's Playing, I do kind of want to cover more games, and the games I already have in mind, they're not going to be as long as the ones we did from last year, so we'll see how many we get through. I'm not going to promise any numbers as things are always changing, but the next game that I do want to make a Let's Play on, it's pretty much all done at this point. I'm putting on some final touches now, so I'm happy to announce that it's going to be releasing this month. There'll be a brand new Let's Play coming out here within the coming weeks, so I hope you guys are looking forward to that. And that one is not going to be on the big scale of Majora's Mask or Dead Space 3 in terms of length, but it has a lot of content to cover. And just as a foreshadow for the project, one of the videos in the series will be my longest video for a Let's Play that I've ever done. It's a very beefy video, and once you see it, you will understand why. So this one, in terms of its overall runtime, might be shorter. It still has a lot of ambition behind it, and I'm looking forward to sharing it with you guys here very, very soon. But that's pretty much it for Let's Play talk for now. I do want to transition briefly into live stream stuff, as I usually try to cover some of that here in these videos too. Even if it's not the big anniversary focus, it's still a thing that I am doing constantly for content, and that content does come over here to the YouTube channel, so it is worth mentioning, even just for a brief little moment. Last year, in terms of streams, we also really didn't have much variety either, as for the most part, we played Zelda games. That's about it, because 2 of the games we did last year, Age of Calamity and Breath of the Wild, took up a majority of the year. In fact, for Breath of the Wild, that was every Thursday for 2021. It was a very big series, but that's kind of what happens when you 100% an open world game like Breath of the Wild. Age of Calamity was kind of the same, as I didn't plan on doing it, but and a couple weeks into the project, I decided, you know what, people are saying this is easy enough, it's one of the games I can probably do it with. I will 100% complete this Warriors game. It took a lot longer than I anticipated, but it was still something we were able to do, and sure enough, we did it. We 100% completed not just the base game, but its DLC as well. So those did take up a lot of last year, but they were very fun games to stream. But we did also get to play some other games on stream, like Sonic Heroes, Dead Space 1, and Super Luigi Galaxy, as we did a Luigi run of Super Mario Galaxy. And these were all fun to do as well. Sonic Heroes was a 100% completion run, so we got all the emblems, all the A ranks, we did super hard mode. Super Luigi Galaxy was getting all the stars in the game, including the extra ones you get for beating the game with 120 stars with Luigi. So that's a big reason why we played as Luigi in that game. And then Dead Space 1 was a first playthrough, which kind of worked out because we were able to do that for the Halloween season. And since we were covering Dead Space 3 here on the YouTube channel for Let's Play, it kind of pushed me to play Dead Space 1 on a live stream series, as I was kind of in the mood for it at the time, and it worked out. So we had some fun streams last year, but this year I'm already changing up some stuff, as if you've been watching any of the streams from this past month, you will have noticed that there's been a pretty big transition, as now we're doing things a little bit different on the presentation side. We have face cam, we got chat in the streams now, we have full-blown stream alerts for people who want to support the channel. They'll get a special shout out in the stream itself. So I've changed up a lot of things presentation wise, but in terms of how we actually go about the streams, they're still the same as how they ever were. Nothing's really changing in terms of my focus. I'm still getting to play games for you guys on the internet, having a good time hanging out with the chat and any friends I have along with me. And that's pretty much how the streams will always be. They're not going to be super heavily monetized or anything like that. And some people always worry when you talk about putting in alerts that you're going to focus more on reading donations than playing the game. And that's not really the focus. And in fact, it's actually the exact opposite for me, as having alerts makes it easier for me to keep track of when people give to the channel, so I can go ahead and shout them out while I'm still able to play the game at the same time. Because now I can hear those things going off in my ear, whether it be someone giving bits to the Twitch stream or subscribing to the channel. I can hear that alert go off in my ears and then I can say, hey, thanks for this, while still playing the game without having to take my eyes off things. It works out really well for me as a streamer too. And just being on camera now for the live streams has added that more personal element to things, and I've liked that a lot personally, as I'm kind of more of that, when I'm ever on camera kind of person, I like to do little visual gags, and I'm just having a lot of fun with these streams, and I hope that you guys at home watching these streams are having a lot of fun with it too. And this has kind of transitioned into some YouTube videos. If we do any multiplayer games on Twitch and I want to cut that down for YouTube videos here, then obviously I'm using the live streams format in the YouTube video. So we've already seen in the Mario Kart multiplayer videos, for example, that whole face cam thing kind of transitioned there, and it kind of adds some elements for that. I'm not going to be pushing face cam for Let's Plays unless they actually have a purpose for a face cam of some kind, say like a horror game where you need a reaction, or if it's some kind of peripheral thing you gotta show, blindfold thing, like that kind of stuff, where you specifically need the vision of someone else. You need to be able to see them in the video too. I'm not going to be really doing face cam for the Let's Play stuff, and it's because of how my style of Let's Plays work. It just wouldn't really fit. So because of that, I can't really put it in, because for me it'd feel more forced, and I don't want to force something into a video. That just doesn't work for me personally. So since my Let's Plays are more of like a walkthrough nature, while also being a little more cinematic depending on the game, say like with Dead Space having a lot of dialogue, I can't really do face cam for that because it just doesn't fit. It'd be more distracting than anything else. So it works really well for the live streams. In terms of Let's Play stuff, I'm not really sure about that, so not really planning on putting a camera into my playthroughs anytime soon. But that's just kind of a big thing that I want to talk about here, as it is kind of trickling into certain videos for YouTube, mainly when it comes to either the stream highlights or the multiplayer sessions that we have on Twitch, and I cut them down for the YouTube videos here. But that's pretty much the big stuff on that front. So really the last little bit of news I want to go ahead and talk about here for this anniversary is what we're going to be doing to celebrate this 11-year anniversary. Because every year I go back to one of my previous Let's Plays and I take a look at something we haven't covered before. And in terms of last year, we covered an entire video game again. So that was kind of my big final hurrah with that kind of idea, because going forward, I'm not going to be doing any more bonus parts for old Let's Plays to celebrate the anniversaries here on the channel. And that's simply because I've ran out of games to go back to. I'm not kidding. I pretty much covered every single game that I've wanted to with bonus content now from the old days. At this point, if there's anything else I want to cover with those set games, it would be better to do a revisit playthrough of some kind. So at this point going forward, we're not going to be doing any more bonus parts for the anniversaries, because there's nothing left that I personally want to go back and cover. That doesn't mean we're not going to have something for celebration's sake, as today I'm also going to be releasing an extra little video here just to celebrate the anniversary and to give people an introduction to the channel. And this said video we're going to be releasing, I got to give a huge shout out to my good friend Etern Unique, as she actually put this together for me, and it turned out really well. So later today, you guys will get to see the fruits of her labor with a new YouTube channel intro. It's something that I'm very happy to be able to share with you guys. It was something I actually did for my Twitch channel as well. I made a channel trailer for that platform, and I liked how that turned out, but I was wanting to do something like that for YouTube, and I couldn't really think of a good way of formatting it for YouTube, because the sky's the limit with that one. With Twitch, I had a minute time limit to work with, and it was really strict. So my ideas was just taking popular clips, putting them into a video, and then that would be the intro for the said Twitch channel. That's pretty simple. With YouTube, because I had no time limit, I could have done anything I wanted, and my brain just had too many ideas floating around with it. So huge shout out to my friend Etern Unique here. She was able to put together a very cohesive video for a channel intro. It turned out really well. It's very stylish. It's very me, and I greatly appreciate you making this video for me. Thank you so much, Sarah Etern Unique. I really do appreciate this, and it'd be a great thing for newcomers to see here on the channel. It does a great job at introducing everyone to all the different stuff here we do on YouTube. But that's pretty much everything. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and end things here. So later today, as I said, that channel intro will be going up, and after that, we will still have a stream highlight because it is Saturday. On the weekends, I upload my live stream highlights from my Twitch side, and because of this day being an anniversary, kind of need to move things around. That highlight video will still be coming out, just be coming out like around 6 p.m. Eastern, so that way we give everything else more time in the spotlight. But with that said, thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you once again for supporting me these past 11 years. I mean, this is going into year 12 technically, which is hard to believe. But as I said in the beginning of this video, time flies fast, and I've been enjoying my time here spent on YouTube making these videos, streaming over on Twitch, and just getting to do all this fun stuff with my friends here on YouTube with like the Peer League as well, for example. Like, it's just been a really fun 11 years. And I'm looking forward to even more time spent making videos here on the channel. So with that said, I'm going to go back and put those final touches on this new Let's Play that's going to be coming out this month. And hopefully we'll be sharing that here with you guys very soon. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time.